How's it going, guys? Agent Kenshin here. As someone who's taken a lot of time to study this game's weapons and use all of them to their fullest by now, albeit not all of them are the meta, I've started to realize how useful these other guns can really be in their own respective situations. Of course, not as general use as the F57, nor can it top the armor penetration, and most can't top the CHA's damage, but I digress. A lot of the game's weapons are useful, more useful than people think, but not enough to be meta, or not enough really to be used by anybody in general. So, let's take a look at the expanded arsenal Gamepass today and see if that changes. This Gamepass is the first weapon pack to be added into the game, featuring a few new things when the Gamepass is bought for 100 Robux. 8 unlocked weapon slots and 2 new weapons, with their respective mods, and at the time of me making this, their own skins, which is a discussion for another day. The 8 additional weapon slots allows you to have 16 total weapon slots in your arsenal, meaning there's enough to have every weapon in the game with each of the extra pistols if you're a collector. Speaking of pistols, let's get into one of the 2 expanded arsenal exclusive weapons this Game Pass features. The IMI Desert Eagle, aka the Raven. Sporting the highest damage of both of the other 2 pistols and the best accuracy, this gun is actually a piece of shit, holy hell. For those who know me, you already know how I feel about this gun, but for those who don't, allow me to explain. This gun is by far the worst installment of the Desert Eagle I have ever seen in a shooter game, sporting only higher damage and accuracy over the 2 pistols, while the others win in fire rate, precision, ammo recovery, have higher mag capacities, are cheaper guns, and are easier to conceal. Overall, the Raven is an impractical gun, and I won't be as harsh on it as I've been previously with the Raven because going back and using it more, I still think it's a piece of garbage, but I've already said that. So what is the Raven good at? Well, it's not practical for loud, as pistols usually are, and considering this is gradually worse than the K45, and the K45 is already worse than the UP9, that leaves the UP9 to be overall the best pistol in the game, which means there's only a few reasons to buy the Raven, which is that it's a flex gun. If you feel like flexing on Broke Boys and Lego Payday, then slap gold on both of these, albeit gold is relatively easy to get, and boom, you're set. Now, I am, as I've said, being a lot less harsh with this gun, as I previously mentioned, since I am aware that this gun can still work, as all guns do in this game, and as I've said earlier, other guns are better than you think, and it's not enough to be meta, but they can stand to be pretty good. Even though the Raven is objectively the worst weapon, in the right hands, it can be absolutely threatening. So let's talk about a gun that's criminally underrated, as is the best general use weapon in the entire game. The Chris Vector, aka the MM20, is an insane weapon that I see absolutely not a single soul using, and for what reason, I have no idea. So let's get into how great this gun is. Having a higher fire rate than that of the S97 and F57, while sporting a whopping 50 damage, albeit it has a shorter mag capacity than both guns combined, this weapon still has some insane damage downrange, being a viable weapon up to legend, with spread good enough for crowd control situations or taking out enemies from far ranges. This weapon can do it all. It's even very customizable for stealth, and with max concealment perks and SMG mastery, you can customize the hell out of the gun and fit it for loud if the need arises. The MM20, as I said, has a ridiculous fire rate and even out DPSs the F57, and with that comes very minimal recoil with the stock added. And what makes this even better is that it also is a 3-round burst, therefore controlled shots are relatively easy to work with on this gun, and spraying and praying is not punishable either. This is by far the best general use weapon in the game, and pairing this with the CHA or CBRC makes for a deadly loadout, deadly being an understatement. With such a ridiculously overpowered weapon, its key drawback is, of course, ammo. This weapon burns through rounds in no time and can melt anything and anyone with just a few seconds, but runs dry on reserve ammo quickly. And with shielded units using S97s on Elite and Legend instead of K45s, it makes ammo all the more scarce on higher difficulties. Which, to be fair, the Raven has that problem to a way higher degree, but no one's going to talk about that, are they? Packing as much ammo for this gun as possible and using it as a secondary, notably with the CBRC or CHA, is a must in order to use this gun well and loud. Disregarding its ammo problem, though, the versatility of the gun with its attachments and performance in battle makes it by far the best general use weapon in the entire game, meaning you can use it as good for stealth as you can for loud and vice versa, which not a lot, if any, guns in this game can do well. Holy shit, that was a lot. So, is the expanded arsenal Game Pass worth it? I can say with confidence it is. If you're a collector who wants to have everything in this game, then this expanded arsenal Game Pass will allow you to have the only 2 guns you're missing, with the nice bonus of a stylish handgun. If overall practicality is what you want from this weapon pack, then the MM20 will more than get any and every job you need to get done, outclassing even the F57 in most ways, except for ammo. The expanded arsenal Game Pass is a great one, and for only 100 Robux, that's a fucking steal. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. Agent Kenshin, out.